This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Base tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Brings up 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Allen. To the right side and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good for Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Rams 1st down.
Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Colby Parkinson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Allen to throw it. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Completes to Shakir once again. Gets through and now an opening. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 47 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Taron Johnson made the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Up the middle, it's Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 24-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
At the 1-yard line.
Big 20. Set. 280. 50, 50. 21.
Now Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That gives some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Another corner shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Middle,
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
40 got. Set. 32. Hey, 22.
They snap it to Stafford. He'll try to do it himself. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams from a yard out. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Rams 14, Bills 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Well, now how about this return? And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Cook again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Hey, hold.
Throwing now is Allen. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Rams 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
First down 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
But two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Stafford. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing is Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Alert!
From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Timer pass to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Acting like a robot. It's metal brain corrodes.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Double right. Ready.
Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
250.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish a rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Brought down back at the 27.
Monday. Alert. Look out.
To the air, Allen. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. And it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills' first down.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, tight, tight, tight. Half. Look out.
Allen going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180. Look out.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Hey, home. 180. $56. What's up?
Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
180.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A pitch back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
319. What's up?
Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it out to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
On the tackle.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
20. 280.
Here's Stafford. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Stafford. He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Stafford. Able to hook up with Williams here on the outright. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Score Rams 28, Bills 18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Here's first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. That is caught by Shakir. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.